Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run it with Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized. The other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Mike. 55, Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 3, check 3.
Block that. Good job right there.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hustle. In the face.
Here's Wilson to throw. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bucs' 23-yard line.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8. At the 9.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he finds Penny. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Got it.
Penny will try to punch it in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. A nice run on first down gets them 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it them to second and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually
under pressure, and will go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Hey! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Check right!
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. They'll come on 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Slam!
Pull up percentage.
Watch twist. One train. Spell.
Now it's Hines. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
14.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Wilson now to throw on third down. It's complete. Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. On first down, Hines, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Alert.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Mike 5-5.
Got it.
Mike 5-5. You don't want it.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
D, we're pretty quiet. Hey, check mine. Watching the 5. 19.
That's it. 55.
On third down, Wilson. And able to find Green. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that's good for another Seahawks. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Watch twist.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second and 11 now. Kaiser, he's got Smith here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Number 87. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Kaiser. And he finds Howard complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's our time. It's our time.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On second down, Kaiser again. It's caught by Mike Evans. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They go back to the ground with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Kaiser to throw for it on 4th. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First down, Tampa Bay.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Check 52.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
To throw, Kaiser. And this is caught by Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Kaiser going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Switch. Check 24. Check 24.
Out. Heel. Undercrush.
Kill.
From the gun, Kaiser. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Kaiser. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and long.
Here's Gay for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. Gay's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. 12, 12. 55, Mike, guy, 55.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Kaiser. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
Knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
At the 33-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Play action now. Kaiser. That's caught by Howard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Touch 50, touch 50.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Now 3rd and 5.
They go play action with Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
No chance.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
54 Mike. Too little, Cut. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Go, go. Hey, check 24, watch 24.
Looking to throw on second down. Kaiser. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. Check it backer. Check.
On third down, Kaiser. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 13. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
You guys, listen.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
Right here.
Got it. Check 9. Shift. 25. Easy.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Run left. Good job right there. 5. Double dog.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 10. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Kaiser now. This one caught by Isabella. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Kaiser now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. That ball complete to Isabella. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Kaiser to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Kaiser on 4th down. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys continue to pour it on. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bring it. Bring it. Watch it.
On the delay, Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Pull it together.
Check 99. Check.
They go play action. Kaiser. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
4th down, Kaiser. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, you got deep?
They run it with Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now it's Carson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They'll run this with Homer. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win.